All right, how's it going, everybody? So, what we're going to do is we're literally just going to get started in the Word. We're going to start with Genesis, Genesis 1, and we're literally just going to read it together and get to know um, the Hebrew that goes along with it. And I'm actually going to bring in AI to be able to help to be able to understand the word as well. Now, why? Because honestly, it makes it faster um, to be able to do research uh, significantly faster, and that's why I'm bringing it in to use it as a tool that I could be able to control to go from there. And I think it'd be great. So here's the thing. I'm actually going to start with this. At any point in time, if you're praying for something, whatever it may be, um, if anything, uh, I'll give you my contact, my phone number. You can be able to go ahead and call me. All right. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Uh, uh, sheesh. Trying to find the actual phone number for this. It's fine. So 305 363 1797. So again, if you're praying for anything, you just want to talk about it, you can just shoot me a call, 305 363 1797, and we'll go from there. So we're just literally going to start out with Genesis 1. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I did some, back like research and stuff like that. But if anything, over time, we'll figure it out as we go. I wanted to just get started. So in the beginning, God created heavens and the earth, right? So this is what we hear, but there's more to it um, in the Hebrew. So let's get to know these words, and we're not going to go through the Hebrew on a step by step basis all the time. But when it comes to Genesis, as far as Genesis 1, it's something that in my opinion, I think we should definitely do a deep dive in. And at any point in time you have a question or something like that, I think it'd be cool to be able to interact, and we could be able to ask chat that particular question, and we could be able to really get to know it a little bit. So in the beginning, it says Bereshet. I think that's how you pronounce it. So this means beginning first, chief choice part. So the reason why I'm bringing in the Hebrew is so that we can be able to really um, truly get to know when they wrote this from the beginning. Um, is this what we are receiving at that moment? And so on and so forth. So in the beginning, beginning. So God, Elohim, so means God, right? So created, bara, to create, shape, form, um, direct object marker, et. So heavens, ha, sha, ma, him. Heavens, sky, atmosphere, universe. So maybe we want to. It matters on like who you are, I guess you would say. Like maybe we want to take universe, as like it all, if that makes sense. It all, everything, heavens, sky, atmosphere. But maybe we want to take universe. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to claim that I am any. Every video, I probably should say, I'm nothing special. I'm not. I'm not. I'm a sinner. I. I don't know anything. Let me tell you something. When you read the book of Job all the way through, as he complains and complains and complains, and then God speaks, chapter 40, and then his mouth just closes. He can't really say nothing. Um, that's me. I'm just a guy that really wants to be with God on a daily basis, nonstop, every day, as much time as I can be able to put into this word, and He'll take care of everything else. And my goal and my passion is to be able um, to understand this and to be able to share at the same time. So, universe and ve or yeah. So heavens and it, the earth, hayaretz, land, earth, territory, ground. So it's physical. So he created the up and what we're on. So the universe and what we're on. And we can be able to truly get this. So when it comes to Genesis 1, we should really break this down. So Bereshet bara Elohim et hashamayim vet et har haaretz. And I'm only saying that so that to be able to be one with at that moment when it was written, like really truly just visualize the moment that was being written for us to be able to truly know God. I think that's amazing. Let's continue. Now the earth was formless and empty. See, what I want to do is I really want to be able to when he says formless, what does formless mean? When they wrote that, what did that mean? So we go back and see, okay, wasteland, desolate, emptiness, chaos, right? So now the earth was formless and empty. What is empty? So void, emptiness, undistinguishable, ruin, darkness. So now the earth was formless and empty, darkness. So what is darkness? See, we through our language only know what darkness means to us, but in the Hebrew, what did it mean? So darkness, obscure, misery. So misery. So it was complete nothing. So darkness was over the surface of the deep. So it makes me think like, so in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Okay. So he created heavens and the earth. Now the earth, now we're going specifically on this, was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. So let's break this down. So now the earth, the land, earth, territory, ground. So the same Hayaretz was to be, become, come to pass, exist, formless, empty, darkness was over, upon, over, above, against, the surface, face, surface, front of the deep, deep abyss, and the spirit, wind, breath, mind, life force. So spirit, Beiro Hak. of God was hovering, to hover, flutter, move gently over the waters, sea, streams. So when we read this, what they're saying is what it is. The earth was a wasteland, was desolate, was empty, and was formless. The earth was formless and empty. There was void, there was nothing. Darkness, misery was over the surface of the deep, specifically water. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And they're specifically talking about waters. And God said, let. So I wanted to be able to see, okay, what is let? Let there be light. And there was light. And I also wanted to be able to see, what is light? So Va Elohim, so said, Yomar, Yomer, to say, speak, utter, command. So to command, let there be, become, exist, to be, Yehi, light. So when they say light, he actually means light. So light, illumination, daylight. So or, and there was Vayehi, light. So in the beginning, it was just darkness, and then there was light. So he spoke, right? And God said, to say, speak, to utter, command, spoke, let there be light, and there was light. God saw, and I wanted to see, okay, what is saw? So, Vayaha, Vehi, let there. Okay, and God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. So I wanted to see, what is separated? So, saw, to see, so God saw, see, perceive, the light, that because good, tov, good, pleasant, excellent, agreeable, and he separated, vayavdel, to divide, separate, distinguish, set apart, between, bane, between. So he separated, to divide, to separate. So they mean separate, distinguish, set apart, set apart, set apart, holy. Holy means set apart. Between the light, ha, or the light, vein, uvein, shak, or, oh no, hak, ho, shek, the darkness, obscure, misery. So it goes back to misery, obscurity. So the darkness here, so darkness was over the surface of the deep. Darkness, ko, shek. Hak, shek. Let me see this. So there's this thing called the Strong's expanded, exhaustive concordance of the Bible. And inside of here, it shows all of the Hebrew words. The Hebrew and the Greek. Darkness. Let's see it from here. Dark. Darkness. Yeah, it's the same darkness. 28:22. Yeah, it's the same word. 28:22. Yeah, 28:22. Okay. Yeah, it's the same darkness because it's spelled differently here. Or ha koshek. Yeah, ha koshek. Ha is the. Okay, got it. So God called the light day. So it's two different things. So laor, the light, hom, yom, day, time, daylight, period. And the darkness he called night. So darkness, lakoshek, kara. To call, name, summon, proclaim, Lila. Lila. Night. And there was evening, Erev. Erev. Evening, sunset, dusk. So the same. So, and there was evening and there was morning. So first there was the night. He called night, and there was evening. No. There was evening, so the sun had to be there first. There was evening. Sunset. So that there was light, and the light went. It came again. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was evening, and there was morning. The first day. Let me see the second day. God called the sky, and there was evening. You know, it's interesting. It seems as though they're only talking about when the sun goes down. He doesn't talk about the night. And there was morning. What is morning? Oh, come on. Okay. Morning. Boker. Morning, dawn, daybreak. So he talks about the sun going down, and it came to be in morning. He talks about the sun going down and coming up. He doesn't talk about the night. He only talks about the sun. And God said, let there be a vault. So I wanted to know, what was the vault? What is that? So an expanse. So in the NIV, they say bolt. But there's firmament and also expanse. So what is that? Between the waters to separate water from water. So let there, so expanse, vault, rakeha, rakea, extended surface, firmament, sky, vault. So surface, there's something there. Firmament, sky, vault. In the midst of, so the midst of, that's between, in the middle of, among, within, the waters. Waters, seas, streams, floods. And let it separate, divide, separate. I just find it interesting when you think about it. The first time that he took, uh, essentially ravished the earth to have it where he would start over, is when um, he gave the floods. Um, he said it's going to be the only time he would do that to the earth, and you can remember with the rainbow. But I think it's interesting that that was the first way that he got rid of everybody except Noah and his family. So water from water. Okay, let's continue. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. God called the vault sky. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So 1:7. So what I'm doing is I'm having. Is it really going to do that? I'm having chat be able to get, because I could be able to go through this really big book, or I could be able to just have chat just pull it up for me as far as the Greek, and it's, oh Lord, it's not going to do it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll just read, and then we'll see how this goes as we continue. I wish this would work. All right, let's just read. Okay, 1:7. So God made the vault. So God made the vault. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it, and it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening and there was morning the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let the dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and gathered the waters, he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and trees on land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and the trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw it was good. There was evening and there was morning the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights. See, I wish I could be able to pull this up because then I could be able to confirm, is that the same light? Let's see if I can get it. It's not working at all. Oh, Lord. I know what I can do. I have like these bugs because I have a tree that I have in here. And then I put new soil in it, and I guess there was bugs in it. Okay. See, it takes way longer to be able to pull it up with this and all that stuff. Okay. No, not Genesis 14, Genesis 1:14. Maybe I can just do it like this. Yeah. And then God said, let there be lights in the expanse. So then we go to what is expanse? Um, extended surface, expanse firmament. Of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be signs for seasons, days, and years. And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on earth. And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. And he made stars also. So essentially, what I got from this is when they speak about the lights, it's separated from the stars. So those lights, so greater light. So let's see, does it pull up greater? Gadol. So large in number, intensity, loud, older, importance, great things. So greater light. When they say light, ma'or. So or. Hmm. Let me see. Let me go. How can I be able to pull it up where it's just. So these are the words here. Is it the same light? So light. We're 16. Yeah, when he's saying light, it's the same light all the way through. Same light. It's still Oh, actually, no, 16, it's a different light. It's a different light that he's speaking about. See, this light, the greater light to rule the day. This light is 216. Yeah. This light is a different light. 15, and let them be for lights in the expanse. God said, let there be lights in the expanse. 14. What is going on? Let there be lights with an S. Do they separate those two? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this light is not the same light. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why we have to go back to the Hebrew. It's two separate lights. 216. Strong's number 216. It's a different light, but it's still or. Let me see. So, for example, in 5, no, let there be light. This light is just or, light of the day, daylight. But then ma or, it's still from the origin of 215. So parts of speech, it says it feminine. Or ma or. This is masculine. Hmm. It's two separate words though. It's the same light, but they're talking about two different things. But it's still from the origin of or. Okay, let's continue. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be signs for seasons. When they say seasons, appointed place, appointed time. Now understand, when it comes to each one of these, it's not going to be like this. This is just Genesis 1. And Genesis 1 is very, we got to be, this is like the beginning. If we don't believe in the beginning, nothing else matters. As far as how God created all. So seasons, appointed place, appointed time, meeting. So look, appointed, 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 appointed. So it's like a special time, special place, sacred season, Ma'ed. And he said seasons first. Let them let them be for signs. Oh, actually first. And remember, when the uh the wise men saw Jesus was coming, they went based upon the signs. Distinguished mark, banner, remembrance, malicious sign, omen, warning, token, oath. For signs, for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on earth. And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. So let's understand govern, to rule, dominion, realm. So he gave the light first to rule over the earth. Then, as we continue, he had humans. As we go to 26, it says, "Let's make mankind in our likeness, that they may rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the sky and the livestock." So first, he gave the light to govern. Does he use the same word, govern? 26. To rule. Rule and govern are two different things. We'll get there. Let me see this word rule real quick, actually. To rule, have dominion, dominate. Dominion, rule. So why do you say rado instead of just the same word? Rule here, and then for the light, govern. Rada. Rule, dominion, they both mean the same thing. Cause sweep out. All right. And to govern the day and the night, and to separate the light from the darkness, and the darkness. And God saw it was good. What is good? What does good mean? Pleasant, agreeable, pleasant, good, rich, better, good thing, benefit, welfare. Good. And there was evening and there was morning the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters teem with swarms of living creatures." Teem, so be fruitful and multiply. With swarms of living creatures, let the birds fly above the earth in the open expanse of the heavens. Open expanse. Is there a closed expanse? Face, presence, person. Face, before, behind, upon him. Okay. God created the great monsters. So in here, in the NIV, God created great creatures from the sea. God created great monsters, great sea monsters. Let's see this. Dragon, serpent, sea monster, dragon, dinosaur. Sea or river monster, serpent, venomous snake. Huh. And what's interesting, when we go to Job, it's really interesting. Like it's it's just I recently read through Job. Come on, man. Go. Okay, Joe. He talks about these creatures that he created. Like, look, I will not fail to speak of Levin's, whatever this is, limbs. Check this out. This is the sea creature. Oh, Lord. Look. Now, oh, it also in Psalms, I didn't even know. Also in Isaiah and in the book of Enoch. See, this is why we're doing the Bible study. He mentions also, maybe he didn't have a name yet because Adam, man, gave the name at that time. So, in the beginning, what's this? God created the great sea monsters, every living creature that moves. With the waters swarmed after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind. And God saw it was good. God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the birds multiply on the earth. There was evening and there was morning the fifth day. God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures. Soul, self, life, creature, person, appetite. Nefesh. After their kind. Cattle, cattle, creeping things, beasts of the earth after their kind, and it was so. God made the beasts of the earth. God made the beasts of the earth after their kind, and the cattle after their kind, everything that creeps on the ground after their kind. And God saw it was good. So um, I'm going to stop here because in 26 is when he says, let us make uh, man in our image. This is, obviously a big deal. So I'm going to leave it here. We went through Genesis 1 through 25. We did um, a lot of Hebrew translation to really break down what do these words really mean. And as we continue, um, we'll be able to read a little faster going forward. All right. So God bless. I'm really excited to be able to continue to do this study with you guys, and we'll see how it goes over time. All right. Again, if you have um, anything you want to talk about, or anything like that, you can be able to shoot me a call, 305 363 1797. Shoot me a call and we can talk. Anything you want to pray about, or anything like that, anything you've been praying about. And I'll leave you with this. Just keep reading. God bless.